These are the pros and cons of self-booking the Fisherman's Trail. The pros of booking yourself certainly is the money. You're going to save at least half if you book it yourself. Generally speaking, for the tour agencies to be able to make any money, they're going to double the rate. The con of booking it yourself is you have to book it yourself, right? So we're talking about a trade-off of time and money in this regard. What is the most important thing to you? The second thing to consider is choice, having some control, right? So a pro of booking yourself is that you can choose the places that you're going to stay at, which is really cool. So if you're the type of person that loves to scour reviews and look at a lot of photos and talk to other people about it, you might find some really cool hidden gems, right? Or maybe you're the kind of person who is going solo. So in that regard, you might think it's a lot more important that you book it yourself, because then you can choose hostel rooms, places where there's maybe a 4-person room and you just have one of those beds, a 6-person room, etc. If you want to know what to expect, a tour agency will have probably vetted the rooms personally, I hope, maybe not in all cases, but they're probably trying to cater to people who want a little bit higher level of comfort, and they pick hotels that have a proven reputation. The Fisherman's Trail is not a Camino. It does not have this one shared goal of, walking as a pilgrimage. I mean, it does have the shared goal of seeing an incredible scenery in such a short period of time. But a pro of being able to book yourself is that you can choose hostels. You can mix and match between sort of luxurious places and or a hostel and everything in between. When I went solo, it was awesome. I met so many people. I made lifelong friends. I met all kinds of interesting folks, really. I love sharing stories, and we'd go out to dinner together, kind of like a Camino. A con, though, is that a tour agency is not going to probably put you in a 6-bed hostel where you're forced to meet other people. And in that way, you're probably going to be a little more isolated. So if you're going with a big group, for example, that's fine. But if you're going just by yourself, it can be hard to meet other people if you choose one of the tour agencies, because they're going to put you in a hotel that's probably pretty nice. And the chances of you meeting others is a little bit less likely. Another pro of the Fisherman's Trail self-booking is that luggage transport is hella easy. It's so easy. There's a company called Vicentina Transfers, and there are more companies. There's actually quite a few, and a lot of the taxi drivers actually operate as luggage transfer as well. But the thing is, you can just go on, and within 5 to 10 minutes, if you know your hotel accommodations, you can have your bag moved every day for you. That's great. I don't know of any other trails that do this so efficiently. And to be honest, it's just a Google form. I don't understand why other trails don't have this kind of thing. It's a great business opportunity. A con of self-booking is that you don't know what you don't know. So you might try to book the Fisherman's Trail, in July or August, and you don't know this, and the tour guide doesn't tell you that it's not a great idea, because it's 40 degrees Celsius, the sun is in your face, there's no shade, the wind is at you, and you can get pretty miserable. So it's really nice to have a tour company that will actually help you decide, hey, this is the best time of year to go, maybe you should do it here, and they'll dissuade you from doing the things that probably will make your trip miserable, because they want good reviews, right? So they don't want someone hiking the Fisherman's Trail in August and just completely getting, sun poisoning. So mega pro of self-booking the Fisherman's Trail is that the public transportation here is efficient, it's on time, it's easy to book. You can get transfers between the villages fairly easy by bus. You can also get it fairly easy by taxi, and it's not expensive. And airport transfers are a dream. It's actually really, really easy to do, unlike many other trails, right? So usually when you're paying a tour company, is to do that kind of laborious, crappy stuff. You can just go on Google, Google Maps, and you can find out when the bus transfers are. You can download the Redis Espresso's app, which is the local bus company from Lisbon, and you can just get a ticket for $16. There's no need to pay a tour company that would have a $300 transfer for you. Another con of self-booking is that it does take energy. You do need to figure this stuff out, right? So you do need to find trusted sources. Sometimes the bus companies, they don't put out their schedule until a month in advance. So if you're planning an international trip and you're like, I want everything settled, I want to know exactly where I'm going, when I'm going, I want to know that I have a seat on the bus. This is something that tour companies are really good for. Okay, navigation. Where am I? Yeah, you're never going to ask that on the Fisherman's Trail. Whether you go north to south, south to north, the ocean is on one side or the other. And the Rota Vicentina network, it is exceptionally well marked, to the point where they have their special markings on posts. It's not just painted on the ground like a lot of trails in the Alps, for example, but they actually will put, I can't even believe this, if you go down the wrong sort of side trail or side sand dune or whatever, there will be a post with an X in the trail marking signs. So normally when you're paying someone to help you navigate a multi-day trek, it's because you're afraid you're gonna get lost. Here, it is almost impossible to get lost. And you can download an app called Komoot. You can probably download almost every app. I know Organic Maps is free. It's very lightweight on your phone. And that you can put the GPX in there. In fact, if you look at my description below, you'll find that I put out the GPX tracks for you to download for yourself. And the Rota Vicentina website has everything on there. All right, it's almost sunset. You guys are amazing for watching this long. So go to the description, download the free itinerary builder that I have put in there. And in it, there's a GPX tracks so that you can put it on whatever app that you like, or your Garmin or whatever. Also, there's a hotel guide. And I have stayed at a lot of these hotels. Not all of them, impossible. But I've went through a lot of reviews and whatnot, and I put in a recommendation for hostel all the way to luxury in each of the villages so that you can hopefully plan your trip a little bit better. And if you use this is awesome because it's basically the only way I make money on this channel is using affiliate links. And to prove that this is all not a bunch of BS, watch this next video where it's over the shoulder how I book a trip myself for my family on the Fisherman's Trail. And you'll see it's not too onerous. But in the end, if all you care about is time, just pay someone. Bye.